perhaps what you want to get out of this, and then what class or classes you're thinking about perhaps redesigning. Do we want to start with our Zoom participant? I don't know. Tracy, do we have sound on here?
Well, it's just a tiny computer, so she can yell, but she might not be able to hear her.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Kimberly Coy. It's so nice to see all of you. I'm in isolation because I have a cold. So instead of driving you all crazy with my coughing, I am here. Hi, Sarah. Oh, and David. I'm here at home. I'll even show you my cat in a while. It'll be very exciting. But thanks for letting. Oh, and I'm in special education. Let's see. I'm here to do what you are doing.
All right, I'm going to face you. I don't know if you see much here, but I'm going to face you this way for now as we do introductions.
Okay.
Okay. All right, should we start over here? I'm Marie Carrasco. Hi, I'm Sarah Richardson. I'm a curriculum instructor at the University of Investment Education Program and looking to take them to a private course.
Hi, my name is Michael Lee. I'm also a curriculum instructor as well. I'm teaching University of Lyon. Last summer, I was very fortunate to conduct a research with the Discover E, and his area was one of the participants as well. So I'm trying to figure out how to implement this with my students as well.
My name is Joseph Long. I'm an adjunct instructor through criminology. Been an adjunct for 25 years. Just looking forward to the way to incorporate technology.
My name is Carrie Miller. I'm a teaching associate in the English department. I teach first year writing. So it seems like be a lot of really great tools to have it.
Mike Herbert. I'm at Civil and Geomatics Engineering, and I'm going to teach a graduate course this coming fall semester using a tablet. That's why I wanted to attend this course.
My name is Reza Reisi. I'm electrical and computer engineering. I'm not sure what course I'm going to visit, but what course I see going to adopt and stuff.
I'm Lee Hong. This is Department of Accounting. Teach me the intermediate accounting 1 and 2. So I'm looking to implement in my 120A, which is accounting intermediate 1 class.
Wang from English department. I'm trying to learn something new and see especially how we can use technology productively. Right.
I'm Ginny Crisco. I'm also in the English department, and I work with Bo and I co-direct the first year writing program. So we're here to see how we can implement technology, more technology into the first year writing.
I'm Huan Yu from biology department. So I'm an associate professor, and I'm going to teach genetics. So genetics for the first time, also tablet was for the first time. I have dual challenges. I hope this is very useful.
Hi, I'm J.K. Choi from chemistry department, and I'm planning to implement tablet device as a teaching tool in my lower divisions and chemistry courses.
My name is Jim Keller. I'm an adjunct in the first year writing program, and I'm here because last summer I taught a freshman composition course down at Wheatley College, a 6-week summer intensive in a computer lab, and my outcomes were miles better than they should have been for 6-week summer intensive at Wheatley College. So I'm a big believer in looking to plug into online teaching. So
am David Lowe, Literacy Education, and I already teach a Discovery course without the training, so I inherited the course, and I'd like to be able to catch up.
I'm Sarah Juarez, I'm in the special education part of our department, and I'll be using this, teaching one class next semester and another one in the spring for differentiated instruction, for single subject credential candidates, also effective communication and collaboration for special education candidates. And I'm here to learn more so we can demonstrate the technology. A lot of schools are going towards more tablet or technology based so that we can use a lot of the great apps like Nearpod and explain everything on Peer Deck really effectively. So demonstrate it and then have students develop projects and lessons based on using this technology.
My name is Luke Pryor from the kinesiology. I work on this tablet program in 121 body composition. So just like you see Grey's Anatomy, they walk around with tablets, clients pretty much same manner I hope this will happen.
Is that it? Okay. All right. Great. Well, thank you guys for sharing a little bit. Before we get started, I'll kind of give you an idea of how I used the tablet in my course. One of the things that's a bit unique about the program that I teach in is that our students have clinical practicum hours that they have to do. And so we had a lot of success with the tablet, using that out at their clinical site or using it to have their clinical preceptor sign their document, things like that. So that was one that it's really nice to have that touch screen capability to be able to sign and annotate things in PDF or various different types of programs. And then the biggest thing that I found in my class as far as my in-class teaching is being able to access the internet, being able to have my students do literature searches in class and pull something up right then and be able to talk about it, get into groups, work on collaborative projects using some of the Google Drive subcomponents of Google Slides or Google Docs, which we'll be using today. Those have been really good ways to get my students to interact with each other and be able to have that kind of real-time activity in class instead of just bringing one version of one article into class and having them all read it. I'm not going to have them sit in class and read an article, but having them actually do that activity in class and get feedback from me and from other classmates has been really helpful. So that's one way in which I used it. And I think the biggest piece of advice that I would give you as we kind of get started would be that you don't need to do everything. I know when I started, my colleague and I did this together and we felt like we were just going to have to completely scrap what we do and design this brand new class. And that's not true at all. The key thing is to find a couple of things that work for you and the class that you're looking to teach and implement those in a small way. And I think you'll see that that can make some big changes. So my kind of bottom line statement, we don't feel too overwhelmed. I know it's easy to feel that way, especially if the technology itself is new. But there are a lot of resources here to help you. YouTube is an amazing resource to find just about any tutorial you would need. We're also going to talk about a tutorial called lynda.com that we have access to this database of tutorials through the university as well. So there are a lot of resources out there. Just need to look and ask. Before we get started, are there any questions? Cool. All right. I'm sure they'll come up, so feel free to let me know. So one thing that I did, I want to show you a couple of resources here. One is the web page that we have with some various resources. So one thing, when you get to the point of redesigning your syllabus and all those different things, we have language for you to put into your syllabus that will outline these, discover these specific things. So there will be a place for you to add in which apps you want to have your students have, just like we had core apps that we had you all download and get logged into. You can do the same with your students in your syllabus. You can refer them to the hub. I've made it really clear with my students, I'm not the technology wizard. So I'm there to help them with the content, but we have a lot of resources on campus available to them virtually anytime they would need it through the hub. So that's where I really directed my students. And to be totally honest, if someone had a question, I would say, okay, I see you have an Android. Who else has an Android? Okay, you guys talk. Or who had this same problem? What did you do to fix it? And so they helped each other in class as much or more, certainly, as I could help them. So that was one thing that I really would turn that back around to the students and ask what kinds of questions they had answered on their own. So there's some different resources here on the main page, and then the Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but I'm not very good. Is that the handle? Yeah, that's Twitter. Okay, cool. So that's one place too where you can look to get resources and things like that. The other resource is a blog that's actually done by a faculty member here on campus in biology, and this is tabletpedagogy.blogspot.com. And when we get our Blackboard page for this course up and running, this will be a link on there so that you can access it. But if you want to note that down today, it's tabletpedagogy.blogspot.com, and this is Joe Ross in biology. And I was flipping through this just last night, and there are some more recent ones since this, but I thought this was really an interesting one that he posted in January on course redesign, and he called it Body by BYOD, which he's saying is bring your own device. And so there are just some kind of best practices that he's put together, and it was an interesting read just as sort of an introduction to some ideas of things we do, and ways that you can implement that. So that is one that I would definitely recommend taking a look at. So what we're going to do, so as you can see, just real life, right? We had some technology problems today. So we're not completely wireless, but we made it work. We're good. So we are going to get you guys active a little bit here and have you do an activity that will bring in a number of different resources for you to try out. So hopefully everyone, I know a couple of you don't have your tablets. In that case, if you want to partner up with someone who does, you can kind of work through it together. We've got 4 steps that we're going to work through today. So the first step, so does everyone have their Fresno State Gmail account set up? Anyone not? A couple. Okay, so that's one thing that we'll want to get you into today. So we're going to talk about a lot of different Google apps. Google Drive, Google Docs. Are you familiar with what those are? Mostly yeses. Okay, so Drive is sort of the cloud storage. Google Docs is like Word. Google Slides is like PowerPoint. Google Sheets is like Excel. But the nice thing that you can do to use this in class is you see real-time changes that someone you've shared the document with is making. So I can work on actually our syllabi. When we were working on our syllabi, myself and my colleague, we had put this in Google Docs as a shared document, and so I could see where she was and what she was making those changes. So that's one thing we want to make sure that you get to see and experience today. So step 1 then, the pre-step, would be to have your Google, your Gmail account through Fresno State. And it does need to be through Fresno State. It can't be a personal Gmail account because through this mail.fresnostate.edu account, you have access to Google, is it Google? Yes. Google Apps. And so you have more resources available to you through our system than you would through the regular just gmail.com address. Okay. So pre-step then, if you haven't yet, make sure you've got that set up. Lynda.com, you can go to the website, but there's also an app. And so that, I think, was one of your core apps that should have been downloaded, so you can access that. And what I want you to do in lynda.com, you can look around and see what kinds of things are available in your field as well. But the main thing I want you to find for sure today is a tutorial on using Google Docs, so that will help you walk through your next step. So step 2 is to create a document in Google Docs. So everyone's going to do that. And then you're going to share your document with 2 or 3 people around you. And you can find some information on that through lynda.com, and we'll be walking around to help as well if you have any questions on how you're going to share the document. And then you're going to, last one, download that document as a PDF and upload it into Box. Are people familiar with Box? Some no's, some yeses. So Box is a cloud storage system, like Dropbox or Copy or Google Drive. And it's one that is accessible to us through the university, and we have, from my understanding, virtually unlimited storage space. So that's definitely a pro. I've used Dropbox in the past, and it starts off with a few gigabytes of space. And I have virtually everything on my computer in Box. The pro is if my laptop gets stolen, gets trashed, falls in the water, whatever, I can always access that information. One day I left my laptop at home, got to school, and didn't have my lecture, obviously, so I borrowed one of my students' laptops, logged into Box, and was able to pull up that information. The other nice thing is that it allows you to see things that are on your laptop on your tablet. And so you've got that information, instead of being stored just on your laptop, it's now in the cloud and is accessible to you from the computer, the tablet, your phone, whatever you have that app downloaded to. So you can certainly use Dropbox if that's what you've used before. There are a number of different resources. These are just one tool. For me personally, I really like Box. I use it especially for anything school related because it's, my understanding is it's more secure because it's offered to us through the university. So any data that I have, all of that kind of stuff for me goes on Box. So a couple new apps we're going to talk about today: lynda.com, Google Docs, and Box. And so this activity, these 4 steps as part of the activity, will walk you through that process. Questions before we kind of get started and have some time to work? Okay, I have one question. I want to get a little poll of how long you think this will take. Okay, so anybody, 5 minutes. Okay, we have 1 5-minute. How about 10 minutes or less? Couple more, less. Oh, yeah. All right, how about 15 minutes or less? 30 minutes or less? We've got some holdouts here. All right, well, that's why we have our guides to help you through this. If you don't have that Gmail account set up, like I said, that's your first step. So we'll make sure we help you through that, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to let you guys work. Like I said, let me know what questions you have. Our guides will be walking around. Just catch one of us, and we're happy to help.
That's okay. I expected you to. Hello. I'm going to put you in this group.
Yes.
So, when you guys are ready to share your Google document, you can be with Kim. Okay.
Fresno State.
Hi. I'm Carrie. So, I have a question.
Sure.
She said that there was apps supposed to, the only one they told me to put on was Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. So I just found this in the App Store. Sure. But what else was there? Was a list.
So in lynda.com, we have access through Fresno State. So you don't need to do the free trial. You'll do the Fresno State access.
I think it was also the Google Suite, so Drive, Docs.
Yeah, I was asking about because they said.
Okay,
I sent an email later because I couldn't find it, but then I found it's OneDrive, right?
That's Microsoft.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought they put that in here, and then I couldn't find it. But then I think if you go to Word.
Here's one I just sent myself.
See how I found it?
So yeah, so 365 does run through OneDrive.
Oh, okay.
And if you feel more comfortable using Word,
I've never
you
used.
totally can.
Oh, well, I don't really care. I just need to use something.
Right. So we're a Google Apps campus. That's why the emphasis is on the Google Apps. Basically, what it's done is it's created a network where you can create things that are accessible only by Fresno State students. So it goes on the internet, but it doesn't go on the internet. It only goes on like our little internet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. A lot of instructors like that better than just using something like Word, where it goes on the whole internet. Even you can make it private, but it's still.
Okay.
So
I'm fine with that. They were telling me about like OneDrive, and I wanted it to kind of go back and forth between this and my laptop. So
yeah.
They'll have Google stuff too.
If you use Google on your laptop. If you use Docs, you can actually download Drive on your laptop as well. I mean, you can use it through the browser. You can also download it so you can drop things into it and it puts it into your Google Drive account.
Oh.
And then you can access them from your tablet.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really just what your preference is. Okay. If you feel like you'd be more comfortable using Word, then it's
for some things I do, but
I think we are going to use Docs for this activity though.
I mean,
so
no, that's fine. For this activity, I mean, I
way.
want to learn more about Google Docs, but like, for instance, I'm a graduate student and teaching associate, so I'm finishing my thesis, and if I wanted to work my thesis on the iPad, I need it on Word. It's almost done, but
my thesis is in Docs.
Oh, really?
I'm working on mine.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
So this is different.
My second master's because I'm crazy. But yeah, my thesis is in Docs. And it's through Fullerton. Fullerton is also a Google Apps campus. We're set up in, it's online, so we're set up in virtual study teams. And so we've shared kind of what you're going to do today. We've shared the document with each other so they can make edits to it if I change it. And
it seems like students are much more comfortable with students besides younger students, besides myself, like with Google Docs, and I always like them too, and Microsoft because I know how to comment on it easier. But I'm sure there's a way to do that on Google Docs. So if I want to give
like if you're submitting,
because I'm in English, so if
they
write
can submit to Turnitin from their Drive.
Okay, so we'll just use Turnitin. I have used Turnitin a little bit.
Oh yeah, they can submit to Turnitin from the actual Drive. The other problem that you'll end up happening is if you're they have to export it to a regular doc before they'll be able to upload it to anything else on Blackboard. The Google Docs are saved as GDoc. And so a lot of the upload things they don't recognize that as a legitimate file. So yeah, they can upload it directly to Turnitin, or they can share it with you, changing the sharing permissions, and you can do it that way. Okay, so whatever. But yeah, but we'll start with Linda. Okay. Do you have Linda on your tablet? Yoo-hoo! Is she chatting? Are you talking to someone? I think she's talking to someone. Hello. So you might, I don't remember if, yes, you'll need to do this one because we have the single sign-on.
Okay, so for this,
so this is.
Hey, Tracy. Oh.
Coming. And then if they don't, we want to.
Okay. Can you hear me?
What's up? Oh, I was asking if you put Linda on your device.
No, because a confession, I'm kind of in 2 meetings at once.
Yeah.
But the other one's with Mary Bennett. But now I'm not paying attention to that. Now I'm paying attention to you.
Oh. Well, it's okay. If you want, I can catch you up later. We're just gonna do the activity.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, totally.
So I'll put Linda on my device and then find something fun to look at on Linda.
Well, I think the idea was to find a thing that will help you, that you would give to your students.
I can totally do that.
Let me find. I also had Linda on my device. Where is it?
And then, question: I can put Zoom on this device too, right?
Academic.
It's everything. Okay, so I think it's Linda.Fresno State.
I figured it out. I don't remember what I put in, but I got it.
Oh, perfect. So yes, it's it really has everything. So you could do like website design or I don't know, plumbing. Like there's really anything. The thing that these ones are better than YouTube is because they're actually like mini courses.
Oh, cool.
So, and you can pick, they're often pretty comprehensive, but you can pick pieces. So like if you only wanted to do that one, you could only listen to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to assign to your students, you can grab chunks of it and turn it into a playlist and assign it to your students.
Wow.
So like if you, as we get to the start of the semester, if you get like a set of apps that you know you're going to use, you can find tutorials for them, grab the pieces you think, turn it into a playlist, send it to your students, make it homework. Say, learn how to use these apps before you come to class.
Cool. I'm excited about taking this because I think it's going to help a lot.
So are you?
Quick question. When I'm going to download something on here and it's asking for my sign-in, am I using my kcoy@fresnostate.edu email or kcoy@mail?
It's asking for your Apple ID.
Oh, okay. So my Apple ID email.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't know. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. What did you download?
Zoom.
Zoom. Oh, that's your TSU Fresno. The one that you made this account with.
Got it.
Okay. Do you?
Yeah, I'll go out.
What?
I'll leave and then I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Then I'll stop the recording.